It started with a long-form video of a turtle eating seaweed, and it was a legitimate critique. Your videos are too long. No one wants to watch a 6-minute video anymore. And it gave me pause, the cursor of my mind blinking like a small digital heartbeat, asking the oldest of questions. Why? Why am I doing this? Why descend with cameras to capture an oceanic cathedral that does not charge admission? Who is this for? Why are you making these videos at all? The focus cannot be money. There is none. Money does not photosynthesize or mend a broken reef. Money does not migrate across hemispheres or return to the beach where it was born. It's not for fame. The ocean does not applaud. It's not for followers. Fish do not subscribe. I'm not sure I have all the answers, but I believe there may be some who can relate, and like my own self, begin to understand. There are some quiet ones, perhaps, who will sit for the full 6 minutes and let a turtle eat. Still, I return because life insists, because somewhere between the inhale and the silver scattering of exhaled bubbles, I remember something truer as breath lifts towards light like a prayer without words. I'm still excited by what the ocean has to show me when the world seems just as new as once it was. The underwater world presents us with a unique view few will ever see. Colorful coral spilling like paint across a reef, or the faded bone white vanishing as it's thinned to memory. We float within a fragile halo around the planet that keeps everything alive. We see firsthand the bleaching events, the disappearing marine life, and so perhaps we can be advocates for the ocean. We may be witnessing foreboding things, but there's also natural wonder, amazing discovery. And if you look well enough, you can still see an iridescent biosphere teeming with life, an entire galaxy turned inward. And beneath it all, a kind of silence found between heartbeats, where existence gathers itself. You don't see the economy, you see something much more real. Strands of sunlight stretching through water skin, telling stories older than language. Our human-made systems treat everything, the very life support systems of our planet, as the wholly owned subsidiary of the global economy. And it becomes obvious from that submerged vantage that we're living a story we wrote for ourselves and forgot to question. We speak in the order of economy, society, planet. But underwater, that hierarchy dissolves into planet, society, economy. Shift the order, and perhaps we shift ourselves enough to continue the long, unfinished evolutionary process. If I hide out in Hawaii, living off fish and fruit and the simplicity of breath for the rest of my life, would I worry about karma following through, carrying the weight of what we've done and left undone? Days and months slip by like water through open fingers. Time is like sparks scraped off flint in brief flares against the dark. And perhaps knowing this is enough to let go in the face of this changing world, not into apathy, but into presence, awareness, to witness without turning away, to document, not for applause, but for memory, to be an ambassador not of despair, but of attention. For there still is wonder in this world. A school of fish teems in defiance. Ancient, unhurried, The turtle tears at seaweed as if time were infinite. 6 minutes is nothing to the ocean. 6 minutes is everything to us. Perhaps that is the point, to stretch our fractured attention enough to see clearly and be content for now to drift below it all and be happy simply to swim among the waves.